Have you ever taken a vitamin, thinking you're doing the right thing for your bones, only to wonder why you're still feeling weaker as the years go by? Maybe it's the unexpected ache in your hip, or that slight stumble that feels a little more serious than before. You're not imagining it. For many adults over 50, the very supplements marketed to protect your bones may actually be doing the opposite. And the worst part, most people don't find out until after a fracture or a failed bone scan leaves them questioning everything they thought was healthy. In this video, we'll uncover the 5 most common vitamins that could be quietly harming your bones. More importantly, I'll show you what to take instead. Nutrients that work with your body, not against it. If you want to stand taller, walk stronger, and live longer with confidence, you're in the right place. If you've ever had doubts about your supplements or faced a health scare you didn't expect, leave a comment and share your story. And if you find this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more health insights made just for you. The hidden cost of blind trust. When you've spent decades doing what you thought was right, taking your daily vitamins, drinking milk, following your doctor's orders, it's hard to believe that something so familiar could be quietly working against you. But for many people over 50, that's exactly what's happening. Not because of bad intentions, but because of outdated advice and blind trust in products that don't always serve your body the way they once did. Think about how often we hear the same messages. Take your calcium. Don't forget your multivitamin. Make sure you're getting enough D. We follow these habits with the belief that they're building us up. But what if, over time, they've actually been wearing us down? The truth is, our bodies change with age. What used to be helpful at 30 doesn't always land the same at 60 or 70. Vitamins that once boosted your health can accumulate differently in an older body, and the way they interact with one another becomes more complex with every passing decade. But no one really tells you that, do they? You trust the labels, the smiling faces on the bottles, the advice handed down from a time when less was known and assumptions were rarely challenged. And to be fair, you had every reason to believe it was helping. That's what makes this so frustrating. You didn't do anything wrong. You were trying to do everything right. I've spoken with so many older adults who feel betrayed, not by one specific product, but by the system that kept telling them more is better. They kept upping the dose, doubling up on multivitamins, adding bone health blends because the packaging looked promising. And still, their scans got worse. Their bones felt more fragile. They couldn't explain why. The answer lies in a quiet truth that few people talk about. As we age, the body becomes more sensitive to excess. More isn't always better. In fact, too much of certain vitamins can trigger the exact thing you're trying to avoid: bone loss, fractures, weakness. It happens slowly, subtly, almost invisibly, until one small fall becomes a major setback. Until you realize that what you trusted might have been misleading you all along. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to wake up a sense of clarity. Because when you understand how your body really works now, not how it used to, you can make smarter, safer choices. You don't need to give up on supplements entirely. You just need to give up the habit of taking them blindly. What's needed isn't a new pill. It's a new perspective. One where you're not just following directions, but asking questions. Where you're not just reacting to symptoms, but learning to see the signs early. It's not about fear. It's about taking your power back, one informed decision at a time. You have the wisdom. You've lived long enough to know that not everything that shines is gold. And not everything that's labeled healthy is made for your unique body at this stage of life. The good news is, it's not too late to change. It's not too late to protect what matters most: your strength, your stability, your freedom. This journey isn't about doing more. It's about doing better, with insight, with awareness, and with the confidence that you're not alone. Many people are waking up to the hidden cost of blind trust. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You deserve answers that actually serve you. Not just marketing, not just tradition, but real understanding. That's what this video will give you. Starting with 5 common vitamins that could be quietly weakening your bones, let's look at them together. And finally, clear the confusion. The 5 vitamins that can secretly weaken bones. Number 1. Vitamin A, the double-edged sword. Vitamin A has long been seen as a friend. It's known for supporting vision, immunity, and skin health. For many older adults, it's something they've trusted for decades, especially in the form of cod liver oil or traditional multivitamins. But here's what most people don't realize. The type of vitamin A often used in supplements, called retinol, is fat-soluble. That means your body stores the extra rather than flushing it out like some other vitamins. Over time, those small daily doses add up. This slow buildup can quietly affect your bones. Research has shown that too much retinol can activate cells in your body that break down bone tissue. That's a serious concern, especially if you're already dealing with age-related bone loss. You might not feel it at first. There's no warning sign, no nausea, no headache, just a slow weakening from within. Until one day, a small fall has much bigger consequences than it should. What's most frustrating is that you were likely taking it to stay healthy. You were following the rules, doing what you thought was right. That's why this isn't your fault. It's a matter of awareness. And now that you know, you can choose better. If you still want the benefits of vitamin A, you can get them safely through beta-carotene. That's the form found in colorful vegetables like carrots and sweet potatoes. Your body only converts what it needs and discards the rest. No build-up, no hidden risk. This simple shift could mean stronger bones, more stability, and fewer surprises down the road. It's not about cutting everything out. It's about choosing what truly supports you at this stage of life. Number 2. Vitamin E, the heart helper that hurts bones. Vitamin E is often praised as the hero for heart health. It's known for fighting free radicals, protecting your cells, and helping you age with grace. For many people over 50, it sounds like exactly what you'd want to take. But here's the part that rarely gets mentioned. When taken in high doses, vitamin E can interfere with other nutrients your bones depend on. One of the most important is vitamin K, which helps guide calcium into your bones where it belongs. Without enough vitamin K, calcium can drift into places it shouldn't go, like your arteries or joints. That not only affects your circulation but also means your bones may not be getting the support you think they are. You might be absorbing calcium, but it's not being used the way your body needs it. This creates a silent imbalance, and over time, it can lead to weaker bones and a higher risk of fractures. Even if you're eating well and staying active, too much vitamin E might be working against you behind the scenes. Many multivitamins still include large doses of vitamin E, often far beyond what your body actually needs. And because it's fat-soluble, it lingers in your system much longer than you might expect. That makes the risks harder to reverse if it builds up. The safer choice is to focus on getting vitamin E from food: almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, and avocados all offer what your body needs, in a form it can handle more gently. If you do take a supplement, keep the dose small and balanced, ideally under 22 IU per day. It's not about avoiding vitamin E completely. It's about giving your body just enough of what it truly needs. without tipping the scale. With that balance, you protect not just your heart, but your bones too. Number 3. Vitamin B6, the energy booster that quietly undermines. Vitamin B6 is often seen as the quiet helper. It supports nerve function, boosts energy, and helps keep your mood steady. For many people over 50, it's marketed as a gentle way to stay sharp and active. But there's a side to B6 that most people never hear about. When taken in high doses, especially without other B vitamins like folate or B12, it can begin to work against you. Instead of helping, it may slowly weaken your bones. Large amounts of B6 can interfere with the body's natural hormone balance. In older women, for example, it may reduce the effects of estrogen, a hormone already in decline. That can speed up bone loss and make fractures more likely. Many senior-focused supplements include 100 milligrams of B6 or more per day. That's far beyond what your body actually needs. And because the effects build over time, you may not notice anything wrong until something breaks. This creates a quiet risk. You think you're supporting your health, but the dose may be undermining your foundation, especially when B6 is taken alone. Without the rest of the B complex, your body struggles to use it properly. The safer path is to keep B6 in balance. Look for it as part of a complete B complex, not as a high-dose solo supplement, and unless prescribed by a doctor, avoid doses higher than 2 milligrams per day. Your bones deserve better than guesswork. With the right balance, you can protect your energy and your strength without risking what keeps you standing tall. Number 4. Vitamin D, the sunshine trap. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin. It's praised for helping with calcium absorption and supporting strong bones. For older adults, it's one of the most commonly recommended supplements out there. But the story isn't that simple. Many people assume that if a little is good, more must be better. That's where the trap begins. High-dose vitamin D supplements, sometimes 5, 0, or even 10, notice you, are sold over the counter. But for most older adults, that's far more than the body can safely use. When too much vitamin D builds up, it can lead to a condition where calcium floods the bloodstream. That calcium doesn't always end up in your bones. Instead, it may settle in your arteries, joints, or kidneys, causing stiffness and even long-term damage. What makes this even more concerning is that most people don't feel anything wrong until it's too late. You might take it daily with the best intentions, only to find out later that your bone scan shows more loss than expected. To work safely, vitamin D needs balance. It should be taken in moderate doses, typically between 1,000 and 2,000 IU per day. And it should always be paired with vitamin K2. That's what helps guide calcium into your bones, not into the wrong places. It's not about giving up on vitamin D. It's about using it wisely. When paired correctly and taken in the right amount, it can still be a powerful ally in protecting your bones. The key is understanding that more isn't always better. Smarter is safer. Number 5. Calcium supplements, the false savior. For years, calcium has been seen as the ultimate protector of bones. It's the first thing many people reach for when they worry about osteoporosis or fractures. Doctors recommend it. Labels promise strong bones, and the habit becomes part of daily life. But not all calcium is created equal. Many over-the-counter supplements use calcium carbonate, a form that's cheap and highly concentrated. For older adults, this version can be hard to absorb. And what the body can't use doesn't just disappear. It circulates in the bloodstream, settling into places it shouldn't, like arteries, joints, and kidneys, this can lead to problems you never expected. Arterial stiffness, kidney stones, aching joints. Meanwhile, your bones may still be thinning quietly in the background because the calcium never made it to where it was needed most. Even more concerning, studies have shown that people who rely on high-dose calcium supplements may face a higher risk of heart problems. That's not the outcome anyone hopes for when they're trying to stay healthy. The good news is, there's a better way. Your body absorbs calcium more easily from food sources: leafy greens, almonds, tofu, sardines, and dairy. And if supplements are needed, calcium citrate is gentler and more effective, especially when taken in smaller amounts throughout the day. Real bone strength doesn't come from megadoses. It comes from balance, from choosing nutrients that work together, from supporting your body in the way it was meant to be supported. With a few smart shifts, you can protect your bones and your heart at the same time. What to take instead? The Bone Strengthening Dream Team. Now that we've seen how some popular vitamins may be quietly weakening your bones, the natural question is, what should you take instead? The good news is, there are safer, smarter ways to nourish your body and protect your strength. Ways that work in harmony with how your body changes over time, not against it. Let's start with the essentials. Vitamin D3 and vitamin K2 are two of the most important nutrients for anyone over 50 looking to protect bone health. You've probably heard of D3 before. It helps your body absorb calcium from food. But what most people don't realize is that D3 needs a partner: K2. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic director. It helps guide calcium into your bones and teeth where it belongs, and keeps it out of places it shouldn't be, like your arteries. Without K2, the calcium you absorb can easily end up in the wrong spots, causing stiffness and even heart problems. Together, D3 and K2 form a powerful team, helping to build bones that are not only dense but flexible and resilient. Next is magnesium. It doesn't get as much attention, but it's just as vital. Magnesium helps activate vitamin D in your body, making it more effective. It also plays a key role in how your bones rebuild and maintain their strength. Without enough magnesium, calcium can't be properly used, no matter how much of it you take. Many older adults are low in magnesium without knowing it. It often gets missed because the signs are subtle: tired muscles, restless sleep, slower recovery. But once you restore magnesium levels, many people notice real improvements, not just in bone strength, but in how their body feels day to day. Another quiet hero is boron. It's only needed in tiny amounts, but it supports the hormones that help keep bones strong, like estrogen and testosterone. As we age, those hormones naturally decline. Boron helps them stay active just a little longer, giving your bones a better chance to hold their structure and protect you from the inside out. And then there's collagen. You may think of collagen as something for your skin or joints, but your bones are made up of collagen too. It forms the flexible framework inside your bones, the part that gives them strength without brittleness. When you supplement with collagen peptides, you support that structure and help your bones stay resilient, especially if you've had fractures before or are at higher risk. Now, it's not just about taking these nutrients individually. The real benefit comes when you take them together in the right balance. That's why a high-quality, whole food-based multivitamin designed for older adults can make such a difference. The best ones include moderate doses of each nutrient, no megadoses, no extremes, just the right support for your body's natural rhythm. You'll also want to pair supplements with food choices that support bone health: leafy greens, almonds, tofu, Yogurt, sardines, and colorful vegetables give you calcium, magnesium, and beta-carotene informs your body understands hydration, gentle movement, and sunlight also play a role. Bone strength is about more than just pills. It's a full body, full life approach. And if you're ever unsure about your needs, talk with your doctor. Ask for a blood test to check your vitamin D or magnesium levels. Review your supplements together. Make it a conversation, not a routine. You have the right to understand what's going into your body and why. The truth is, your bones are still changing. Even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, your body is still rebuilding. And that means you still have power, you still have time to give your bones what they really need. Not the loud promises from a label, but the quiet strength that comes from true nourishment. This dream team of nutrients, D3, K2, magnesium, boron, and collagen, can help you move with more freedom, feel more stable, and live with more confidence. It's not about being perfect. It's about being supported. You deserve that. Because strong bones aren't just about staying upright. They're about staying independent, about lifting your grandchild, walking in the garden, dancing at a wedding, or simply standing tall without fear. Your strength is still within you. And now, you know how to protect it. As we grow older, our bodies begin to change in quiet but powerful ways. These changes affect how we absorb, store, and use nutrients, including the vitamins and minerals we rely on to stay strong. What worked for us in our 30s or 40s may no longer serve us in the same way after 60. Our digestive system becomes less efficient over time. That means we may not absorb nutrients from food or supplements as easily as before. At the same time, kidney and liver function may decline slightly, making it harder for the body to filter out excess. What stays behind can slowly build up, sometimes reaching harmful levels without us realizing it. Our bones also go through their own quiet shifts. Starting in our 50s, we begin to lose more bone mass than we rebuild. For women after menopause, that loss can speed up dramatically due to lower estrogen levels, and while men experience a slower decline, it still adds up over the years. This combination creates a perfect storm: a body that's more sensitive, bones that are more fragile, and supplements that may not be as safe as they once seemed. We might follow the same routines we've trusted for decades, not realizing that our needs have changed. Marketing adds to the confusion. Many products are labeled for senior health, yet contain high doses or poor quality forms of vitamins. They make promises without warnings. And with so many voices telling us what we should take, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and unsure. What makes it even harder is that vitamin overload doesn't feel dramatic. There's no sudden pain, no obvious sign. The effects creep in slowly. Stiffness, fatigue, brittle bones, a surprise fracture from a minor fall. By the time we notice, damage may already be done. But knowledge is power. When we understand how our bodies change, we can begin to support them differently. Not by doing more, but by doing better, by choosing nutrients that work with us, not against us, by paying attention to how we feel, not just what a label says. Buying older doesn't mean being helpless. It means being wiser. It means knowing our bodies deserve a new kind of care, one that listens, adjusts, and respects the changes we've earned with age. And when we approach our health with that mindset, everything begins to shift. We protect more than just our bones. We protect our ability to move freely, live independently, and do the things we love. That's why this matters. That's why we keep learning. Because strength doesn't come from ignoring change. It comes from responding to it with purpose and compassion. Sometimes the most important change is not what we do, but how we think. For years, many of us have believed that taking more vitamins meant doing more for our health. We thought being proactive meant filling our shelves with supplements. But what if that belief is outdated? It's time to ask ourselves a new question. Are we truly supporting our bodies? Or are we following habits that no longer serve us? Because the truth is, health at this stage of life isn't about doing what worked 20 years ago. It's about adjusting with intention. Aging well doesn't mean chasing every new trend. It means getting clear on what our bodies really need now. That starts with shifting from quantity to quality, from blind trust to thoughtful care, from fear of getting weaker to a new kind of strength. One rooted in awareness, balance, and confidence. We're not falling behind. We're evolving, and our choices should evolve with us. Too often, we blame ourselves when something goes wrong. A fracture, a setback, a dip in energy. We wonder if we're doing enough, but maybe the problem isn't that we failed. Maybe the problem is that we were never given the full picture. You deserve better. You deserve clarity, not confusion. Real guidance, not guesswork. And most of all, you deserve to feel strong in your own body, supported by choices that honor the life you've lived and the life you still want to live. This is not about perfection. It's about progress. A new way of caring for yourself with the wisdom you've earned. You're not too late. You're right on time. And this is your moment to move forward with clarity, strength, and purpose. If there's one thing to take away from this video, it's that your health deserves more than guesswork. Not all supplements are bad, but the wrong ones, in the wrong amounts, can quietly work against you. Especially when your body is already doing its best to adapt and stay strong. You now know which vitamins to watch out for and which to embrace. That knowledge is your power. You're not stuck. You have options. And you have time. So pause for a moment and ask yourself what your body really needs. Look at your routine with fresh eyes. Talk with your doctor. Make choices that feel clear and supportive, not rushed or automatic. If this message resonated with you, please like the video and subscribe for more guidance that speaks to your stage of life. And share your story in the comments. Have you had a supplement experience that surprised you? Let's learn from each other and build strength together.